Welcome back to Showcase Pittsburgh on KDKA. I'm John Klein. Today, we got a bunch of businesses stopping by. Frank Witkowski from Bathfitter back again. Dr. Anthony DeCesaro from the Whitehall Health Center and Laser Spa. Steve Cherepko from Advanced Windows and Doors. And Dr. Nathan Lockery back again from Aspen Dental. Cookie Harris, too, from New Image Hair Clinic. But right now, Mike Madden and a special assistant from USA Insulation. Welcome back to Showcase Pittsburgh.
Thanks.
Mike, before we get started, I see you have the president of the company along with you today. You brought the big boss.
I do. He finally decided to make an appearance, so we're happy to see him.
Now, who is this?
This is Willie. This is my oldest son.
Hi, Willie. How are you today?
Good.
Does Dad work hard when he goes out and insulates those houses?
Yes.
Yes, he does. And you brought a bunch of stuff, too, and we're going to get to that in a couple of seconds, aren't we?
Yes.
Did you have a good summer this summer?
Yes.
And you're excited to get back into school?
Yes.
When would be a good time to insulate a house? Let's see if he knows, Mike. When would be a good time to insulate a house? What would you think? Right now.
Right now.
Right now. Good answer. Good.
All right, Willie.
I remember when we talked at the beginning of summer, Mike, a lot of houses, Pittsburgh houses, they're older, they're not insulated, and we talked about air conditioning and keeping that cold air in, but now we're coming up on September, October, November, and it's a different issue we're dealing with.
You're right. John, I know when we met at the beginning of the summer, I came in, I was sweating. You were sweating. It was nice to be here in the air condition. But we had a great summer because of how hot it was. Now what I'm hearing is that we're going to have an early winter. All this heat during the day is about to change.
Yep.
It's already cool at night. It's only a matter of time before it starts to get cool during the day, cool at night, no break from it. So it is a great time now. It is probably the best time. Most of our smartest, most well-planned out customers insulate during this time of year. It's still really pretty during the day. Kids are back at school. It's time to do it.
I would also think that now are more people thinking about insulating their homes when it's coming up on colder weather than coming up on hotter weather, I would think.
It's funny how that works. Yes,
Yeah.
People think insulation when they think cold. For whatever reason, when it's blazing hot, people think just open the windows, do something. Our air conditioner's not working. But when they come around to the realization, that's when they feel the true benefits. When it's cold, cold's hard to deal with. If your house is too cold, too drafty, that's a tough thing to get past, and that's why people think survival-wise, I've got to do something. I've got to make a change here. I've got to insulate.
There was like a cutoff period, I remember you telling us before, on when a house was built that it would probably not have insulation if it was before a certain date. When was that?
Yeah, typically any house built before the 80s, 1980 or before, is going to be in need of either re-insulation or total insulation, what have you. Any house built before 1970, 99,
doesn't even have it.
99 out of 100 don't have any insulation, and people don't realize it. They're shocked when we go in and we drill a hole, or we're able to show them using any of our machines or tools. They're absolutely stunned.
I'm assuming people too they're concerned. I feel a draft coming through the outlet, and you're thinking, well, there's no insulation in the whole house. It's not just the outlet; it's everything.
It's everything.
You have the solution for that, and you have a couple of tools today. And Willie, can you help out show us some of the tools today? What did we bring?
This is Willie's personal tool. He lets us borrow it when we come out to jobs, so that we can show people where they're losing, or where the wind is moving. And if you want to show Willie, if you want to start demonstrating that, this is called a smoke stick. Basically, it's like your old Lionel trains with the little smoke juice.
Right.
And when we electrify it,
we
electrify it, it's going to start to create some smoke, just like this. Now, I can see here, John,
yes,
the wind in this room is moving that way from the air conditioning. If it was going straight up and billowing out, not moving, then we have a wind-free environment. Anytime we put this near a window, near a crack, a baseboard.
So right now we know, okay, Willie,
it's all this hot air
of
mine. It's starting to move it
So
around.
right now we know that the problem in the studio is behind us if the air is moving that way.
Well, the air is moving, escaping somehow in that direction, and he's cooling it off now. Nice job.
Okay, good job, Willie. Okay.
So that's what we use that for. I mean, a lot of people, like you said, they sense air movement, they can feel it.
And that shows exactly where it's going.
It's a tool. It's just a visual thing. I mean, everything we try to do is designed to well,
let's get to one of the other
designed
tools.
to show people. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, everybody knows what they can feel, but these
Right.
things really kind of just clear it up for them in their minds.
Right.
Hey, I do have an issue.
Willie, do you know what this is? What is that? Is that the infrared camera?
Camera, yes.
Okay, and what does that do? Do you know?
No.
Okay, Dad, what does that do? You've showed me this before, and this is amazing.
I have. We took a picture of you, John. I mean, maybe if we look at the smoke stick, it'll show where some heat was formed a little earlier.
What does it's showing blue and red in the video, what blue being colder and red being hotter.
Yes, yeah. It's basically showing heat signatures. Now, if we can point this to a wall in a couple of months, November, when it's cold outside, and I point that on a wall of an exterior building, it's going to show up blue if it's uninsulated because that wall is doing nothing to stop the cold from coming in. If I point it to a heat duct, it'll show up red. So it shows the difference in heat. Really, really, really nice tool.
And this can pinpoint exactly where in a wall you might have an issue.
Yeah, and in fact, I can show you something. I mean, if I were to put my hand on this table just for a few seconds, and then Willie points the camera down at it, I'll let you see it. Can you see my handprint?
Red. The rest of the table is blue, but the handprint is red because of the warmth from where your hand was.
And that was just a couple of seconds. So that's how sophisticated and sensitive this piece of equipment is. Right.
You brought in the foam too, and in case we've been talking here, people have been watching you spray the foam in these houses in the demonstration, but this is an actual piece of the foam that would be in the walls.
This is yes, this is an example of the foam. This is a cube that the guys weigh out every morning to make sure that everything is just right. The temperature of the foam, the consistency, everything has to be perfect for us, and that's why we do it every day, twice a day, make sure that everything's just right. This is made from the truck, but it's a sample of what's in the walls.
So it goes in as a liquid and then it turns into to this?
Correct. Like a shaving cream foam that's injected into the wall cavities. I know we didn't talk a lot about how it works and everything, but
we've been watching here behind us, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, this is the version of it whenever it's dried. I mean, it's not like a shaving cream anymore.
But that will save you a lot of money.
This is a valuable piece of foam right here.
Before we wrap up, what kind of specials do we have today?
Because
I know every time you come in.
You know what worked well last time we did it, John, and the phones just blew up. We got probably about 40 or 50 people called in initially, and then they trickled in. We got over 100 calls. This time around, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to boost it up a little bit. For the first 50 callers, we're heading into our busy season. First 50 callers get an additional $250 off any other promotion that we have out there right now. So that could add up to probably as much as $500 if people are clever enough and find out our other coupons.
Okay, so that's for the first 50 callers right now.
First 50 callers that we get right now.
Right now. Pick up the phone, give us a call.
Yeah.
All right. And we got to wrap up because you got to get him to school.
I do.
You got to get him to school.
That's
if you'd like to know more information, Willie, it was nice meeting you. Are you making Muscle Man there on the camera? He's watching himself. If you'd like to know more about USA Insulation, call Mike or Willie. It's easy, 412-492-SAVE, or log on to usainsulation.net. If you'd like to advertise your products here on our show, you can call us too at 412-575-2400 or email at showcase@kdka.com. Frank Witkowski back again from Bath Fitter Pittsburgh. That's next when Showcase Pittsburgh continues right here.